Today we're going to talk about comets, asteroids, and meteors. Our learning target is I will ask questions to compare and contrast the characteristics, composition, and location of comets, asteroids, and meteoroids. So let's start with comets. Comets are made of dust and ice and are sometimes called dirty snowballs. When a comet gets close to the sun and it heats up, it leaves behind a tail of ice and gas. Comets are located in the Oort cloud or the Kuiper belt. The Oort cloud and the Kuiper belt orbit the sun. Comet composition. So a comet has a nucleus, which is the start of the comet, what's flying across the sky. A comma is right next to the nucleus, connecting the tail of the comet. Next, we have asteroids. Asteroids are large, rocky objects that revolve around the sun. Most asteroids orbit in a vast ring between Mars and Jupiter, known as the, you guessed it, asteroid belt. The composition of an asteroid is just rock. So here you see the inner planets separated by the asteroid belt from the outer planets. And if you notice, there are more asteroids beyond our 8th planet in the solar system. Here's an artist's interpretation of the asteroid belt. So you can see the sun here and the asteroids in the ring. What is the difference between an asteroid and a comet? Type your answer below. Asteroids collide and they create meteoroids. Okay, so asteroids are very, very, very large pieces of rock. And there are so many of them in the asteroid belt that they do come in contact with each other. And when they do collide, they become meteoroids. This is just a small interpretation between sizes of an asteroid and a meteoroid. So just know that an asteroid is going to be a lot bigger than a meteoroid, but to us, they're both very, very large. So a meteoroid. Meteoroids are small, rocky, or metallic objects that travel in space. So meteoroids are also found in space, revolving around the sun. A meteor is a meteoroid that enters Earth's atmosphere. So if you've ever seen a meteor shower, okay, that tail of light is emitted as it enters our atmosphere. We also call a meteor a shooting star. Meteorites are meteors that have survived the passage through the atmosphere. Most meteorites burn up in the atmosphere before reaching the surface of Earth. Okay, so to review, an asteroid is a very large, massive rock found in the asteroid belt. When it collides, it creates a meteoroid, which is also found in space. When a meteoroid enters Earth's atmosphere, it becomes a meteor or a shooting star. And if that meteor survives the passage through the atmosphere and it reaches the surface of Earth, it is then called a meteorite. Here's some examples of meteorites and where they're found in Morocco, Argentina, Russia. Here's a picture of one. I'm sorry it's not showing up well. And here is a crater created by a meteorite. So meteorites can still be large. Remember, it's a little hard to imagine how massive an asteroid, a meteor is, just because, we've never really experienced it. So meteorites can be large as well. So ask yourself, think about the learning target. What's the difference between a comet, an asteroid, meteoroid, meteor, and a meteorite? Okay, we want to look at that in terms of location, size, composition. So don't forget to complete the activity in your digital interactive notebook.